A possible cooling of tensions between President Trump and Elon Musk after a bitter public feud yesterday. Politico reporting that White House aides had scheduled a call between the two men for today. For his part, Elon Musk responded positively last night to an ex-post from investor Bill Ackman, whose Bill is everywhere now. Ackman said Musk and Trump should make peace for the benefit of the country, and we're stronger together than apart, with Elon replying to that, "You're not wrong." The genesis of yesterday's blow-up appeared to be President Trump criticizing Musk's recent attacks on his signature tax and spending bill, and Musk unleashed a barrage of social media posts, with one saying without his help, Trump would have lost last year's election. Later in the afternoon, Trump threatened to cancel Musk's government contracts. For his part, Musk said that President Trump's tariffs would cause a recession in the second half of the year. And then he answered a post saying we need a third party and we need to impeach Trump. And then, I don't know, Trump said more, and then Elon said you're on the Epstein list, and that's...
Trump wanted to cancel his contracts, his government contracts, and Elon Musk said, bring it, basically.
Make my day.
Make my day, I think was what he said, and then said he was going to cancel the
It was shocking, and I was saddened more than anything. It's President Trump is very... he hits back hard, and he's mercurial, and he's just kind of a badass. I mean, thin-skinned, and for him to look measured,
I wonder where you were going with that.
Well, for him to look measured yesterday takes something. But you've got the richest guy, the most powerful man in the world, theoretically or hypothetically, and the richest man in the world. There's no accountability for the richest man in the world. I don't think anyone could say anything to Elon. You saw what he said to David Faber about advertisers, or maybe it was with Andrew.
Yeah. Go F yourself.
Yeah, go F yourself. So he's used to not having anyone tell him anything. I don't think I'd take that tack with the president of the United States necessarily. But it also makes me
not wise.
But it also makes me wonder. I've defended Elon a lot. He's got a crazy personal, who knows? I don't know, drugs. I don't know what goes on.
What you said this morning.
Well, I said don't do drugs.
Yeah, what's pretty apt.
I said to someone yesterday, you have to get some bad window pane. No one knows window pane because they didn't live in the 70s, but it was LSD, but bad batch or something. I mean, that was crazy yesterday. That was
it was unwise, suboptimal, as you've said.
Suboptimal. That's my word now. But the Epstein thing. See, I think that's reckless, and I don't think he would know who's on that list. I don't think I'd say it if I didn't know.
Yeah.
And if he was on that list, I think either Hillary or Biden, or when the Democrats were in power, if they knew that, they would have used it.
President Trump has done some of his own things where he's said things where it's like, what? Where is he?
That's what I'm saying. To make him look measured is,
right.
But I think it's bad to throw someone, if you don't know, to make that allegation is, and I think if it really was, if the list exists and Trump's on it, and people had possession of it over the last 12 years, it would be out by now, wouldn't it?
Who knows?
I mean, they tried to PP tapes. If you had Epstein concrete.
He doesn't help his case by saying things like he might consider P. Diddy. Saying he'd get him off the hook.
Speaking of P. Right, P. Diddy.
This is a situation where...
Well, I hope that...
Yeah, let's hope it calms down. And it did seem like that was coming from Elon Musk yesterday. You mentioned the Bill Ackman tweet that he responded to. There was another one with a guy who only had like 134 followers saying, knock it off, chill out. You guys both need to walk away for a couple of days and come back. And Elon responded positively to that as well. This call set up for today is good news. Look, this took about $34 billion off of his own net worth
and
yesterday.
Even more
Elon
from
Musk's. But and
quarter
by the way,
of a trillion off
SpaceX
of,
isn't publicly traded,
right.
But that would be the one where you would expect an even bigger impact if the government contracts go away on these things. And while you hope that they can calm things down, because this was unbelievable to watch yesterday, I can't imagine that President Trump is going to forget this, even if he forgives him.
He can't. He does. This might have gone too far, but in the past, it's possible for him to do that. Whether this went.
I just don't. I don't imagine
bridge,
they will have the same close relationship.
Whether it's a bridge too far is.
That's really hard to come back from. But yes, we will see where this kind of plays out. Hopefully, it'll be a little quieter today. Tesla shares instantly dropped.
Yeah, I think it was $250 billion that they dropped.
It was. If you're looking at it right now, the stock down 17.8% for the week to date. That was all based on yesterday. Now, when I had looked at this earlier today, it looked like it was indicated to open higher this morning.
Yeah, 14 points or something.
I was reading something today that suggested that the number of puts on this, the people taking bets on that, exploded yesterday to 4 million contracts. That's the highest since the 2020 pandemic. And here it is. This
might all those
indicated
things.
Up.
We'll see. It might all need to be covered, right? All those shorts might need.
Right, and maybe that's a swing to the downside to have all of those that expectation. But man, this was destructive in nature, self-destructive in nature, and
nobody. But even if they do reconcile, it just makes you aware how they're both so impulsive at times and. You wonder how long would it'd be a sort of a, you'd worry about the truce or the détente.
Right. Russ Gerber from Gerber Kawasaki, a very early backer of Tesla, said he sold some stock yesterday on this because he was concerned about it.
Long term.
And because he thinks the board's not going to do its job and kind of rein Elon in when it comes to being on social media like this. We've seen this arise in the past, but this is obviously the largest and most visible.
Once again, I was like last Friday when we were playing. I was outside, and the sun sort of half asleep, and things started happening, and then it just watching the how it went from wow. And one thing I will say, and we've talked earlier about this, but Trump mentioned yesterday, no one knew the inner workings of this bill better than Elon all along, and he never had a problem with it until this other stuff started happening. And I've said I got my own problems with the bill. It's a great day to have Mike Johnson, the Speaker.
The Speaker of the House.
I don't know whether he talked directly to Elon. I know they were texting.
I think they're supposed to have a phone call either last night or today.
I was thinking if we couldn't have the president or Elon Musk on the phone, this is the guy I'd like to speak to. So I'm.
Well, all week long we've been talking to Republican senators who have had their issues with the bill and questions about what's going to happen. Speaker Johnson is the one person who can kind of answer how the House will respond to what the Senate is doing right now, too.
He's pretty. Louisiana's really not the Midwest, but he's got a Midwestern.
He's calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah.
Yesterday, he did put out a tweet defending this bill, too. I think he has taken it personally that Elon Musk has come after him and said that he's changed on some of these issues. But again, very measured guy, and an angry tweet from Mike Johnson doesn't rise to the level of a kind tweet from most of the rest of us.
Right.
He was defending the bill yesterday. And there it is.
Right, that was from 2018, yeah. And he dug that up and put it out from what the Speaker said back then.